Good morning, everybody. What a rainy morning we have here on the Gold Coast. So I'm going to be paying extra careful attention today. Hope you guys are doing good. What an interesting time we are in, guys. No doubt about it. It is all over the headlines today. We're in for some fun over the next little while, economically, by the looks of things. It's interesting, you know, this reminds me so much of what we saw in 2008, right? We saw massive turmoil, and we're seeing it again right now, the world in major unrest, which is a really interesting situation that we are seeing, because the world is so interconnected now. And you know, they always say if America catches a cold, we catch it in Australia as well. But now that applies to the whole planet, and at the moment we're seeing the convergence of a whole bunch of things at once. Financial convergence with Corona and all these other things. So the interesting thing right now as we go through this is, you know, you hear all these trite sort of sayings that people have. You know, they seem trite on the surface. Like I've said in the past, you know, Jim Rohn said it's the way that we set our sails when the winds are blowing that matters, right? And on the surface it can seem trite, but I can tell you guys right now that I'm in my mid-40s and having been through this before, for some of you this is your first time going through something like this, those simple words are so very true. When I cast my mind back to 2008, I was with Joe running a business that was absolutely decimated by the 2008 wipeout of the markets, right? We were in a business where we were helping small and early stage companies to raise capital, high risk capital relative to investing in Coles or Woolworths shares. Our business took a monumental hit. Our revenue dropped in 3 months by, it's like being in the hotel business in China right now. You know, like we just lost, you know, our revenue just went down, I think it was 80 or 90% in 3 months because of the nature of the business we were in. And it was a really interesting time that, you know, Joe and I had to, what we did when we were running that company is we worked our backsides off at that time. We took monumental action, right? We got together, and today, as a result of what we did back then, we are still reaping the benefits of the actions that we took in that time of crisis. The way that we showed up for each other as colleagues in that business and friends, the way that we worked through that time, the innovation that came out of us at that time when we were squeezed like everybody's being squeezed right now, is today one of the greatest assets in terms of our internal strength. And knowing our ability comes not from hope and inspiration, it comes from knowing. It comes from a knowing that when we are under pressure, we will perform. And this is your chance, guys, right now to be with your families and your business partners, your colleagues, and be saying, how can we not only survive through these times of turmoil, but how can we thrive? Like you saw yesterday, I said, you know, when the world's focused on their health, some people are sitting at home, stockpiling toilet paper. Not to tease anybody that's doing that, because I know some people are doing that. But my point is, another question would be, how do you thrive? How do you not just protect yourself, but how do you thrive in these times? Which is why I went on the water fast and feel better than I felt in ages by saying, you know what? I'm going to go on a water fast, my partner and I, because we want to actually thrive health-wise right now. We want to build new white blood cells. We want to have our energy improved. And what a time to start asking amazing questions when everyone else is asking the others. And guys, the process of creating wealth is based quite often on contrarian thinking. The people who are going to make the most money out of this economically are the ones that A, were prepared for it, and B, that are thinking not just about what's happening right now, but where are the opportunities going to be very, very shortly, right? This virus will do its thing, right? It will go up and it will subside and it'll move on. The financial crisis will pass. Who knows how long or deep it'll be, but it will pass. The question is, what are you going to do right now to position yourself and to strengthen yourself and fortify yourself? And the answer to that question is this: it depends on the questions that you are asking yourself right now. So this is not about denying what's going on, sticking your head in the sand and pretending it's not happening. It is about looking at what's happening and then looking to your business partners and your life partners, all of that stuff, and asking great questions about how can we show up positively? What can we do to not just survive but thrive at this time, and take careful stock of how you are showing up in the world as a person, as an individual, as a business partner, as a lover, as a supporter of a family. How much responsibility are you taking? How much real conversation are you having with the people in your world that matter? And what are you doing proactively? Because these times in those important relationships will be the ones that will be remembered forever and could well form the foundation of an amazing future business partnership or relationship, like with Joe and I. Joe and I right now are in such a good position emotionally and psychologically, because we know each other so well. We know how we show up in times like this, and we know that we're both going to show up and be there for our businesses and be there in a positive way and add value, and we'll figure it out, because whenever there's movement, what's left behind is opportunity. So, you know, I encourage you guys out there, you know, read the papers, do whatever you want to do, but do not underestimate the power that you have within you to shine, the power you have within you to create and be awesome at a time where others are afraid. Because when things bounce back, and they will, the people who are poised and the people who have been doing the work when everybody else was running for the exits, the people who are doing the work, they're the first ones to get those competitive advantages. We see them in Amazon, right? You're going to see some products that have just been stalwarts in the #1 position run out of inventory. You're going to see their rankings get, who knows what's going to happen with the algorithm, right? We're going to see all kinds of really interesting things right now. But the people who are taking action, I can almost guarantee you, are the ones that are going to come out of this the best. The ones that are sitting there doing nothing and are just sitting on their hands hoping that it'll all stop. Those people are the ones that are on the menu, and just don't let that be you guys. Now is the time to get yourself in around your masterminds and really proactively seek out greatness, because it's easy to seek out greatness when everybody's happy, clappy, positive. What's hard is to seek out greatness when people are worried, when people are concerned. This is where leaders are made. This is where leadership happens, and this is where reputations are formed. So do not miss this opportunity, guys, because you will look back either looking up to someone in your life, or you'll look back and there'll be others looking up to you. So there it is, guys. Lots of love. Have a great day out there. Sending you big hugs. We're so pumped. The summit is going to be awesome. We're going to spend 3 days with you, showing you how to shine, how to thrive, how to get your head straight in these challenging times, and position yourself to come out of this really, really strongly when the recovery starts to happen, and it will. All right, guys, that's it. Have a great day. Bye for now. If you enjoyed that video, make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you get all of our great videos as they come out. Thanks for watching, guys.